It has been a while. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who haven't known me yet, I'm Hizami. I live in Cyberjaya. And Rohiyas, how would you describe the state of your house?
That particular state, the sultan of the state.
The state of your house, the condition of your
Oh,
house.
the condition of my house. Oh my goodness. It's old, it's run down, it needs a new house.
Okay. Well, I can't afford a new house, not yet. But last month, I found out that my house was in a horrible condition. Sadly, I was too busy to take care of my house. And when I saw my house at that point of time, I realized it needs cleaning. Now, before I continue with my speech, the story is about my house, which is in horrible state, and I need to clean it. I need to solve it. But the underlying message behind it is about understanding the constraints that we have in life and using that to solve our problems. Now, back to the story. Oh, my house. I have two solutions for that. The first one is either I DIY, do it myself, do it yourself, it's actually, do it myself, whatever. That means I pick up the broom, the vacuum cleaner, the wet tissues, and do it all by myself. Sweep the floor, vacuum clean, and the ceiling and the fans and everything. But that solution requires my time. It takes my time. Even though my house is not that big, but it still takes plenty of my time, a few hours of my time. And energy. As I said, I need to sweep the floor, I need to vacuum it, I need to clean the windows, the kitchen, and whatever horrible thing inside it. All right? But the advantage is I don't have to spend anything. My money doesn't go out of my pocket. Good thing, right? We all love our money, right? Right. Okay. Now, the second option is the inverse. I ask someone else to do it for me. Right. Simply, I pick up the phone and call the cleaner. Hello? Oh no, we don't have phone right now. We don't call, simply call right now. We have WhatsApp. Well, everyone has WhatsApp anyway. I simply ask the cleaner to come over and do whatever that needs to be done instead of myself. I can just stand there and instruct them. Hey, you, do this, do that. Make sure the kitchen, the counter is clean, wipe clean. All right? But no, I'm not that kind of person. I respect people. I don't simply instruct people. I am kind of people anyway. All right. The advantage is I don't have to work my arse off. And of course, it doesn't take away my energy and it doesn't take away my time. But yes, Sandy, you're right. It takes away my money. All right, and I need to be there to monitor the cleaners who is doing the job. All right. Otherwise, if I'm too busy, let's say, I need to appoint someone, maybe my tenant, to supervise them working on my behalf. So, what was the solution? What did I do? Look at the constraint that I have. At that point of time, I was rather tired after days of non-stop, well, not non-stop, but a lot of time I spent in the office. And I have a few extra bucks in my pocket. So the solution is simple. Option number 2. just hire someone. Correct. And that's exactly what I do. Well, simple logic, linear plot. All right. Now, coming back to the point that I would like to share with you, if we take it up further out in our life, we have problems, and we need to understand what are the constraints that we have. Like the example I showed just now, my constraint was time and energy, but I have a few bucks. So I leverage that, I capitalize that, and I made the right decision to go with option number 2. All right. That's from the first person point of view, which is myself. I'm having that problem, I'm having that dilemma, and I've used the correct method, so to speak, to solve the problem. Now, let's say on the third person of view, let's say someone else is having the same problem, or rather, well, let's say the same problem that I have. Can we ask them to go with option 2? What do you think? Hizami? Can. How about if that person doesn't have any money, but he has time, he has energy? We might suggest them with option number 1, right? So, the point here is, when it comes to someone else's problem, the most that we can do is advise them. Try to understand their situation, their constraints, and advise them accordingly based on what we think is the best. All right? And do not be judgmental when people do otherwise. They know their constraints and they know their life better. So with that, I shared my lesson, just a simple story of my life last week. Last week, yeah, exactly. And I hope we live in a society where we solve the problem the correct way. Hopefully we'll arrive to the correct conclusion, and we have sympathy towards others' problem. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you.